Okay guys, we're on to the second part of the tutorial, which is putting together some really basic site structure content. So hopefully you have your content creation document already created and ready to go. And so the first pieces of content, as I said, will be for your site structure. So when you sign up to the Rainmaker platform, as you're going through the sign up process, they're going to ask you for your site title and your tagline. So you really need to have both of these things ready so you can just copy and paste. You don't want to get there and then just have to, you get to the part of the sign up where they ask you for these things and you have to think about it, and that delays the time in you signing up. So just take the time to come up with it now and really think about it. Don't just go, oh, that'll come to me when I sign up. Make it happen now. Get it ready, get it together. My site title, The Dirt Road Hacker, is not SEO friendly at all. I don't know if anyone's ever searched that phrase in the history of Google. If you want to create an SEO friendly site title, then by all means, I'll have a resource underneath the video for where you can have a read about SEO if you don't know much about it. I don't really worry about SEO. I know I should, but I think if you're producing good content backed by a really strong brand, then your site will rank highly for whatever you're doing anyway. And if you just go and chase SEO, then that'll be your focus, and your focus won't be on producing good content. And so the effect will be that you won't actually create high quality SEO content, because that will be your focus. So you won't actually be producing anything that people want to read. And Google now is more about authority than it's ever been, and you build authority the long way by producing really high quality content. So I don't worry about it. If you want to, have a read of the free resource underneath the tutorial. Your site title probably wants to match the domain name that you purchase. So there's a resource that I have as well underneath the tutorial for a instant domain name search. So I'll quickly show you that now. You can go to here and type in anything. So Dirt Road Hacker I've already purchased, so it's taken. So this is what it says when it is taken. But if you type Dirt Road Hackers, for example, it's available. But I wouldn't buy a plural because people don't always remember to add the S. So, but anyway, if you come up with your site title, you can come here, and if your site is about dog walking, you can see if it's available, which obviously dog walking isn't, because it would be pretty popular, I assume, in the dog walking community. So come up with your site title, make it something that you like, make it snappy. If it rhymes, perfect. If it's rhythmic, really good. Make it interesting. Don't just pack it with SEO, because it's not a good way to build a brand. Your tagline should be really punchy. It should say what your site is about, but not in 5 sentences. This here, social testing dedicated to achieving absurd goals, is my tagline. That's not telling you everything and anything about my website, but it sets the perimeter. You know that I'm not talking about, you know that my website is not about dog walking. It has some idea of what I'm trying to do, but it doesn't, ruin the punchline. It doesn't give away all the information, and it doesn't make them read 4 sentences. So keep it to 1 sentence, probably less than 10 words, I even suggest, for your tagline. So once you have your site title and your tagline, put it in your content creation document. You don't need it to look like mine does, all nice. I did this obviously for the tutorial, but just have site title and then it, and then tagline and then it, so that you can copy and paste. The next thing that you'll need is your page names and your menu items. So you really need to think about what pages you want to have on your site. Now, word of warning, do not try to think of every single page that you're ever going to need on this website, or every single page that you might need right now. That's not the way to go about it. You will lose your mind trying to think of all of the pages you might need, so don't even worry. I suggest you come up with between 4 and 6 that you definitely will need. And, once you have your site up, and you get those 4 pages up, or those 4 or 5 pages up, then you can add to them. You can always add to them. The problem is that you'll spend so long trying to think, oh, will I need a page for this? Will I need a page for this? That you'll lose your mind and you won't ever get it done. So don't worry if you think, oh, there could be a page that I'm missing here. Just come up with your 4 basics that you must have, and put the names of them here. So my home, that's obviously the easiest one. I want a Dirt Road Hacker blog. I want a blog. I think I need a blog. So that's going to be one of the pages that people can go to. I want a podcast. That's going to be one of the pages people go to. And I want to host these tutorials that I'm doing on this site. So that's going to be one. I'm sure I'm going to have other pages in the future, but these are the ones that I'm working on right now. These are the ones that I need. So these are the only ones that I'm going to put on. So once you have those, type them here in your page names, and your page names, the name of the pages, are clearly going to be your menu items. So I'll show you an example. We'll go to Pat Flynn's site at smartpassiveincome.com. When it loads. Okay, so here's Pat's menu items. He's got home, about, blog, start here, podcast, ask Pat, and resources. So they're his basic pages. They're his static, his constant pages that he has on his site. So your page names will become your menu items. So his about page is a menu item up here. So have a think about that. Have a look at what other sites are doing, see what Pat's doing. Do you want an about page? Do you want a start here page? My about page is made up in my home page. So when people come to my homepage, I'm going to have a whole big about spiel. So I didn't want to have a specific about page, but if you do, go ahead. But come up with the ones that you think you'll need. Again, don't spend more than half an hour trying to think of this, and then write them down, and they'll be the pages that you have. Okay, so this is pretty basic stuff, but you need to have it in there. It just makes it so much easier. You spend half an hour doing it. Don't go overboard. The Dirt Road Hacker is not SEO friendly. No one's searching for it. I didn't waste my time trying to figure out if my site title was SEO friendly. If you focus on that, you're undermining the entire point of building good quality authority sites. So there you go. That's part 2 of the tutorial.